Play the 5.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got Clint Capella. Dragic is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Paul George, and it's Slim in at the power forward position. Now here's Yao. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
Going to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker. You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a three-point game. And Dragic has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot.
Phoenix foul. Kevin Johnson. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Slim. He's covered by Yao. 4 on the clock. George passes to Slim. There's Dragic with the 3. Good on the triple.
Really nice to see Dragic explore that aspect of his game. The catch-and-shoot J is simply deadly.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. You don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thanks, David. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges.
First personal foul.
That's his first
Second
foul.
Team foul. Substitution for your Suns.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Capella. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Barkley with a screen on Capella. Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Paul George.
That one on
That's
George.
his first personal foul.
No secret here, Brent.
First
Devin Booker
foul.
known for his offense, but his
At the line
defense has
for
come a
your
long
Suns.
way as well.
Yeah, it's so funny when scorers come into the league and they score,
Shooting
and
two.
people are still critical of them. That's what happened to Devin Booker. And then he realized as the games became bigger and more important, how much the defensive end is going to help his team do the things he wants to do. And so he's taken that tune. He's decided to play defense. He's been much better over the course of the last 2 seasons. Well, some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Devin Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 23 points his last outing. It's stolen by Barkley. Booker against George. Now, here's Brogdon. He's tightly guarded. Booker with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. George looking around. Dragic against Brogdon. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. It's stolen by Barkley. On the wing, Booker. The 9-footer's on the mark. Booker's got 7. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Brogdon.
And Greg, the
That's his
efficiency
first
for
personal
Booker
foul.
has grown over the
Third
years.
team foul.
And no longer forcing
Shooting
shots.
for Oklahoma
Takes what's
City.
available to him.
Shea
And I believe he can be
Gilgeous-Alexander.
the leading
2
scorer
shots.
on a championship caliber team.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
No good on the free throw. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
And he sinks the second.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll attack the rim as often as you let him.
That's impressive stuff, too, for a young player to just rely on the fact that they are relentlessly going to attack any opposition defensively and try to get to the free throw line and take that kind of contact, and that's what Shai does.
And the shot is good.
Paul George.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220, Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Favors. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
All right,
Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Thunder. Let's quickly go to the rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have piled up the most assists since the All-Star break. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is second. And, of course, Malcolm Brogdon.
Not that these two have had time to get acclimated, but we've seen their passing and leadership really emerge here in the second half of the season.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Capella sends a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. He doesn't hit that one. The Suns go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Ion kicks to Brogdon. Barkley right side. The fader. Count it.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Next step kind of action there from Shai as he's able to find the open teammate.
And here is Brogdon following the three-pointer from Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Paul George with the foul.
Personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game. And here are the Suns now. 6-point game. Booker outside. Launches it. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Booker's got 12 in the game.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
And stolen by Booker. Down low, here's Barkley, and the layup's good off the glass. Barkley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And George gets it to go.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
George against Booker. Barkley with a screen on George. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 14 points for him.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Caldwell-Pope with it. Ogden picks him up. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. Suns leading by 10. Brogdon the pass to Favors. Booker against George. Passes it to Brogdon. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Brogdon finds Favors. From outside, off the mark. Thunder trailing by 10. Caldwell Pope passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way that he's working, he's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
Most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
Shooting one.
And that one misses.
Such a long and versatile guard that possesses a very intriguing and exciting skill set. Gilgeous-Alexander, lots of room to grow.
Shot by Johnson, no good. Thunder trailing by 8. To the inside, Reed. No good on that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
Plain to see how eager Hunter is to work hard for his team. He gets that shot off and gets a trip to the line.
Two.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Hunter became a household name with winning a national championship when he was in college, and he wasted no time showing that he was going to be ready for NBA competition.
And both free throws good for Hunter. Suns leading by 6. And the Suns call their first timeout of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers. Give them a hand, fans.
Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Let's go.
Johnson dishes to Bridges. Johnson surveying the floor. Yao trying to break free. The Thunder pull it in.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Van Exel kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's West, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Johnson. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Here's Harrison. Drops in the tray. And the Suns lead by 7.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Van Exel against Johnson. There's the drive, and the basket by Van
Nick
Exel.
Van Exel.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Here's Bridges. The Thunder making the shot. Here's Kaminsky. And not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night. To the paint. Now here's Reed. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Back to Van Exel, and that one is good.
Nick Van Exel.
And now just a 3-point Suns lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Johnson, the pass to Bridges. He kicks to Yao. Yao with a screen on Van Exel. Clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, but you gotta like
At the
that
line for
fearlessness
your
of
Suns,
Johnson. Just outstanding
Kevin
and drawing
Johnson.
contact on the
At
way
line
up.
for
This
two.
is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Oklahoma City. Paul George, he's checked in for Hunter. Caldwell Pope comes in for Van Exel. And it's Dragic in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Johnson drops them both. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 5. Outside Dragic. Into the lane.
2 minutes
It's
remaining in the
blocked.
first.
More than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. It's his second
Contagious
basket.
Caldwell
He's shooting
Pope.
2 for 4. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Caldwell Pope against Johnson. Driving to the basket. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that? Well, defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
There's the pass to Harrison. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. And now an 8-point Suns lead.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pass to George. Out to West. Reed with it. He's against Bridges. Reed the pass to West. Rebound by Yao. Suns leading by 8. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Harrison. Yao trying to break free. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harrison's got 8 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
As Reed.
Reed gets the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Johnson against Caldwell Pope. Johnson outside. Here's Yao. Bucket is good. Yao's got his second bucket tonight.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far, that's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers.
And the veteran Derek Favors, now a reserve.
Come out on the court, just going full speed. As soon as we come out, make plays, be vocal out there.
And Greg, he's an impact player defensively.
And kind of an old school big man, a throwback. He moves his feet well for a big guy, and that is so valuable in today's game.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Naz Reid. Dragic is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's West, and it's George in at the 3. West setting the pick for Dragic. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Coming into last season, the Thunder had posted a winning record every year for more than a decade. But when they decided to rebuild, they went all in and promoted their G League coach, Mark Dagnall, to head coach. He said adversity tests the connection of the team, tests everything, and shows you who you are. Guys?
Good way to start. Thanks, DA.
You got no game, Phoenix. No game.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
And the Suns here with a different look. Patton, he's checked in for Yao. Barkley comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Booker, he's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Johnson. The Thunder also changing it up. Clint Capella comes in for West, and it's Slim in for Naz Reid. Barkley with a screen on Dragic. Brogdon kicks to Barkley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Clint Capella. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. No good on the second free throw. Thunder trailing by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Capella sets a screen for Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Brogdon the pass to Booker. Over George. Misses off the right iron. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's George. And it's good, 2 points. George has got 7 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Pat. Bridges outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Fades away. That one a little long. Thunder trailing by 8. And here's Dragic. He's got 5. The pass to Capella. George against Booker. Outside, George puts up a 3. Here's Dragic from outside. That shot misses. Good D by Brogdon.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Back to Bridges. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Well, it's one of the things most fans don't notice, but Malcolm Brogdon, Greg, is one of the best free throw shooters ever.
How about had a year where he shot 93% from the line to lead the NBA, and for his career, just about a 90% shooter.
That's his first
That's a
personal
huge
foul.
advantage for a point
First team
guard
foul.
like Brogdon, a guy who handles
Shooting
the ball
for
late
Oklahoma City.
in close games.
This is his first free throw of the game.
For 2.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Dragic.
Dragic, such a valuable player as a combo guard who is a veteran in this league. Unpredictable, pushes the pace, and does not lack for confidence.
And the Suns making a change here. Ion's checked in. And Goran Dragic drops them both. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Here is Slim. The rebound by Patton. Phoenix leading by 9. Brogdon finds Booker. Screen by Barkley. Inside, Paul George with the steal. Here's Slim. The Thunder with another miss. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Patton. Got a hand on it. Now, here is George. He's coming off a 25-point game against New York.
Let us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Time called here, the Thunder decide to talk it over. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
For the Thunder, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Paul George. Van Exel comes in for Caldwell Pope, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Goran Dragic. Van Exel dishes to Hunter, pass to Slim. There's the pick. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good, shot missing. Suns leading by 11. Ion passes to Patton. To the paint. Here's Barkley. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup. Barkley's got the lead up to 13 now for Phoenix.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Capella sends a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Capella the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists in the game. And the Suns call time. Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Yao checked in for Justin Patton, and it's Johnson in for Brogdon.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Slim. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Number 7, shooting 1.
Shooting 1.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Here's Yao. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Slim's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Passes it to Van Exel. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Drives to the hoop, and he jams it with authority.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Yao with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
The Suns making a switch here. Bridges checks in.
Coming onto the floor for your Suns, Mikal Bridges.
Yao, the pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix.
Come to me.
Now Hunter. To the inside. Van Exel against Johnson. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Yao tried to break free. Johnson can't hit. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. Matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Van Exel against Johnson. Pass to Bridges to end the cold streak. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. For 3, Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And David West gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Phoenix leading by 5. Booker dishes to Johnson. Barkley with a screen on Dragic. Here's Johnson. And that one is off. And the Thunder going the other way now. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to West. Booker against George. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Johnson against Dragic. For 3, Bridges, and they get it back. Yao, the pass to Barkley. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
West to screen on Bridges. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Paul George.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first half. Booker outside. Pass to Yao. Over West. Misses off the left iron. Thunder trailing by 3. Dragic the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. George with the ball. Barkley covering. George with the bucket.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Yao with a screen on George. No good that time. West with some nice D. Bridges against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's West. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist in the game. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And here is Johnson. With the floater, it's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Dragic against Johnson. Dragic kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot missing. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we